recording. Rosebud relapsed on power. Hi.
There's about 40 seconds of just dead footage.
That's great. I love that. It's probably me.
FYI.
Just chopping it up. Hey, Rosie. I just walked in the door.
Welcome back.
After a long day of my very honorable job.
Your manual labor job?
My man job.
Your working class, baby.
Yeah, it's weird that I am so erudite and refined, yet my hands can lift and create.
Yeah, it's almost like you are Matt Damon in what's that one where he's like a
Good Will Hunting.
There you go.
Yeah, it's I'm very Good Will Hunting in my knowledge of
everything.
Geography. Geopolitics.
Welcome back to the show, everybody.
It's Monday where you are.
It's Monday, and you can sense that energy from us, even though it's Thursday right now when we're recording this.
When you're listening to this or reading it, I don't know if you get transcripts.
We got strong Monday energy going.
We're going to be in Mexico, probably sticking coconuts up our butt.
Because that's how we get off.
We're going to...
And if anybody's got a problem with that, you are sex negative.
You're sex negative.
And congratulations, so is this podcast.
Yep, we are not positive about sex. We don't know.
We actually are deeply ashamed of the way that we get off.
Yeah, it's gross. We love each other. Well, she's got some other demons in her closet, you know. Her back door is like a Ghostbuster trap.
Listen, that's because I'm putting coconuts up there. Every time. So here's a thing that's been happening on the podcast recently is that every time I talk, Andy will get a sort of a carbonated beverage or just a beverage with like lots of ice in it, anything that makes a lot of noise. And I've noticed that if I start to say something, obviously, when else would he be taking a sip of something? Mm-hmm. But why does the drink have to be so loud? Am I being a bitch?
You're going to have to answer that own question. No, you get that question
You know what?
yourself.
If I'm asking myself, then probably yes. If I'm asking myself that question, the answer is yes.
It's okay. We've made this commitment for the rest of our lives, and we're stuck. I just want to get some business out of the way.
Yeah.
The Patreon's blown up.
What?
The Patreon is doing great. You guys are doing God's work.
Holy shit.
And I just want to welcome some of the newest beaches. We got Madeline Bacon.
Madeline Bacon, welcome.
I'm going to just say it again because I'm not sure. Marcy. I think we mentioned you the last time, but welcome again. Hey, Jean Ellenby. You got two memberships. You're a Mahalo member twice, one with an accented E. I don't know if you signed up twice. If one of
you might want to check that out.
Do you have a French
twin?
Twin? Do you
with the same name?
Is this the weirdest occurrence of all time where there's two Jean Ellenbys? Anyways, welcome to the beach, babe.
Casey
Grab that
Phillips,
Mai Tai.
welcome. Rachel Silver.
NorCal Papaya stepped it up. He's now a VIB.
Just welcome. Just came to the Mahalo member. What else we got?
Canadians, Kirsten McClellan and Kesey Day. And then lastly, new VI Beach, Hank Hughes. Not sure if that's a real name. I have a feeling.
That's definitely not a real name.
That's probably just
a
Zohar.
stage name from the 30s.
Zohar pulling a trick on us again. And I also want to say this real quick. I got a message, and it said, Rosebud's description of Andy's hiccups anticipation is hilarious, LOL. Also, as far as environmental collapse is concerned, I take comfort in knowing that the Earth will have no problem recovering from humans over the eons. Will just be a thin layer of sediment in the rocks, probably.
Nice.
God
We're all
bless.
going to be sand.
Inshallah.
Okay, so you guys, thank you so much for joining. You guys have until February 15th to join. We got this special offer going. If you join the Patreon before February 15th, you will get a signed postcard from me and Andy, and we'll have that sent to you. And if you are
I put a pen
Patreon
in my
member
butt
already, please update your address so that we can get you one as well, because you got us here.
I'm going to put a pen in my butt. That's how I'm going to sign it.
We heard that joke the first time, buddy.
You didn't let it happen.
It wasn't that great.
Okay.
You already made the coconuts joke.
Yeah, there's a lot of butt stuff happening in this episode.
Yeah, a lot of butt stuff.
Sorry.
And so welcome to our new Patreon members and everybody who's left us a review. Thank you so much. We love you.
Romantically.
Romantically, we want to make love.
Not a simple kind of love. Did we say B? Welcome, B.
Welcome, B. We do have a trip coming up. We are going to Mexico for my mother's birthday. And my sisters have been texting me about their bathing suits that they're bringing. They're both very excited about the bathing suits that they're bringing. And they stop. And they are... Okay, so here's the thing. Because this is going to it's going to make it sound like I am judging them for buying these bathing suits, which I'm not. All right? But my sister's like, oh, I got the sluttiest bathing suit for our trip. And I'm like...
Which sister?
Shut up, Andy. Don't be an asshole. So I'm like, well, I'm just like, it's weird to me to bring a slutty bathing suit on a family vacation.
Maybe they're chasing some D. Maybe they're hoping to run into some D down there.
She's sharing a room with my mother and sister. I just don't get it. Like, why? You know what I mean?
It'd be funny if
and
your
it
mom...
makes me feel like I'm 48 years old. Like...
Well, I'll have you know this. The first time I saw you in the way that I see you was when I saw a little picture of you on a beach in Mexico in a bathing suit. So maybe they're hoping that same kind of fortune comes down their little lonely highways.
Is that what you're calling their pussies?
I wouldn't call my dick fortune. I'd say it's the lack of fortune. I would say love.
I call it the fountain of lack.
What I have is invaluable, and that's because I have no money.
But you do have good dick.
I have good dick.
That's how you know. You know, if a guy's got no money,
he got good dick.
He's got a good dick.
The other night, me and Rosebud made love, and the way she reacted to it
Don't say made love to
the other
people.
night we fucked. Sorry, we bumped uglies, and she was like, "Oh my god, that was so good."
Stop it! Don't say
like
that.
I'd never pleasured her once.
That's not what I said. It had been a while.
Yeah.
And I was hyped.
Yeah, she was in Hype House.
Because sometimes when you're married, you go for a while without fucking, and you're like, you kind of forget that you have to do that.
You're like, this butler's pretty handsome, and it's like we're married.
Like you have to do that in a way that is like survivalist.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
You know, meal's gonna taste pretty good if it's been a couple days. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Meal's gonna taste pretty good. Mm-hmm. Another great merch idea. Meal's gonna taste pretty good. Them the beans. I'm excited for Mexico.
Me too. And not just because my sisters are gonna be throwing their pussies around in front of my husband.
I'm not. That has no concern.
That's actually not a concern for me either. I know you're not a creep, but I am. I mean, any more than anyone is. But
there's also going to be Mexican women down there. You know, I'm not going to fucking throw it all away for your sisters. You know.
Wow.
This
is putting me in a really weird position where I feel like I have to defend how hot my sisters are.
Your sisters are beautiful women, but
I'm not gonna fall down this well.
I got the best baker. All right.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Mm-hmm. Ironically, doesn't cook a thing. But
none of us do.
I'm really excited for Mexico because I need a little bit of hot weather and laying on a beach. Ooh, that salt water. Tell me about it. My scalp, it's gonna love it.
Yeah.
But New York, just to be a bitch, was like, hey, I'm gonna almost be 60 degrees today, and it was like, you dirty slut.
Yeah. But
how dare you?
Do you think it's okay? Do you think it's okay? This is just gonna cause some ruckus in the comments. Mm-hmm. When you're going on vacation with your family, do you treat it like it's a vacation, just your vacation, where you just go out and like you dress like you're trying to catch a dick?
We're going back to the
pussy?
swimsuits?
Yeah, there's something about this argument that's actually, I want to talk about it. Because I was talking to another friend of mine and she was like, you don't sound like you're judging someone for wearing a slutty bathing suit. I would never. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You should see my bathing suits. But I'm like, it feels like when I'm with my family, I'm always dressed less.
Well, that's because you have, out of 5 daughters, one that is absent. You have one daughter that is family-minded.
Absent is such a nice way to say dead.
Yeah. Permanently absent. So the 3 daughters that are going are all mischievous little rich brats. And even though it's your mother's birthday weekend, they're still like, how can I get my rocks off? You know, like everybody, I know you girls. You're like, this is my vacation.
I texted them today. I was like, hey guys, when are we going to give mom her birthday presents? And no one texted me back.
Yeah.
So I was like, has no one gotten mom any birthday presents?
We did.
We did. I went shopping for my mama today.
It's so funny when you go on these family vacations now. I mean, if you're in like a liberal household, everybody at some point is going to send an article about where you're going is like, there's COVID in the water and we're all going to get COVID. And you got to be like, we had COVID like 2 weeks ago.
Well,
we're fine.
And the worst part is like if you're going to Cancun or, Hawaii or something, like it's like in White Lotus, they always have like some poor indigenous person from that culture like greeting you with some performance that
is embarrassing.
Moms are gonna get excited over. They're gonna be like,
Yeah.
oh look.
Yeah, there's gonna be lays even though we're in Mexico.
Yeah. So that part of it is always kind of like sad and depressing and really reminds you of the heinous deeds of your ancestors. But
this is actually exciting.
If you can get past that, you just soak up some rays and you have a good time.
I'm actually really excited because, as you know and are annoyed, I bought an entire GoPro system and I'm very excited because I'm going to document the trip.
But you know what's interesting, Andy, is you talk about how you don't have enough money and you don't, you got to save money. How could you be this age and not all this shit?
Tell everybody.
You talk a lot of shit.
Tell them all.
And then you go online and you say nothing to your wife. Nothing about it.
Well, because my wife is going to shut that down. But here's the thing.
And you go, I'm going to buy, what was it, 2 GoPros?
No, I bought 1 GoPro. And I got a deal.
There's 6 boxes that came. So what was all that shit?
A media thing so that I could vlog with it, a protective case to extra batteries, a head strap, and a chest strap. Because here's what I'm thinking.
Oh my God.
I'm always saying, you've seen all these things. Don't act surprised.
It's too much.
Because I want to start making stuff and I don't really have a lane. And then I talked to you recently about how like I do all this outdoor stuff and nobody really does outdoor stuff. And so I want to start doing making stuff, content for outdoor stuff. And that takes a little bit of investment. I mean, it's like when I shot my pilot, I had to drop like $3,000 of my own dollars. And it's like, I don't have $3,000, but I can't not try to make the thing that's going to make everything better. I feel good though. I feel like that trailer really put me in a good headspace to see like what is possible.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I just make stuff, people like the stuff I make usually.
Yeah.
Like it's a good way to just kind of like, I remember like when I used to talk about like, when I was a pothead.
You're talking about the trailer for Coward of Gramercy.
Yes.
Which, if you guys haven't seen it, you need to go to Andy's Instagram or YouTube right this second and go watch it because it's fucking great.
I got a big celebrity cameo. She's huge. But
Tyra Banks.
Yeah, Tyra Banks, isn't it? In whiteface. But no, it just like when I used to talk about getting sober, like the thing I always knew about weed was like, you can't be like, why am I not where I want to be and smoke weed every day? Like that's it'd be like if you were like a racer and you were like, well, how do I never win? But you just like electively put weights on your legs.
Yeah.
So I can't do the same thing of like, why am I not getting what I want out of show business when I don't do the thing that everybody has to do now, which is make content.
Yeah.
So I think that last couple months I've started getting better at it, and I'm, I caught the bug. You guys are going to get to see. I hope this thing. It says it's waterproof up to 30 meters. So we're going to do our very first underwater sketch.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Gonna have a lot of tatties in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to just be me following all three sisters as they swim in the ocean.
Can we snorkel again?
Yeah, the camera's waterproof.
That was my favorite.
That's what I'm talking about. We're going to make an underwater sketch.
Okay. No, you said that already, but you didn't say what the sketch was.
I haven't written it. I just know it's underwater. I know it takes place underwater.
How? How are you going to deliver lines?
There's no lines.
So it's a silent film.
It's going to have subtitles, but here's the thing. I am going to go to a costume store down there and we're buying SpongeBob outfits. We're going to do an underwater live action SpongeBob. You know it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plastic SpongeBob outfits.
Great.
Yeah, you're in, right?
So in. Are you kidding me? I'm
Come
so
on.
in.
That's going to be fun.
I'm so in.
I'm going to wear that little hat he wears. I'm SpongeBob, obviously. Who do you want to be?
Patrick?
Yeah. It's
I'm
very
Patrick.
obvious that you're SpongeBob and I'm Patrick.
the dumb star.
I'm Patrick. And we'll have Jackie be. No,
Jackie's Patrick.
Jackie's Patrick, and who's the chef?
Jackie is my sister who always shows off her weird moles to me while I'm trying to eat.
And tattoos. Mm-hmm. Basically covered. What's the guy who runs Krabby Patties? Krabby?
Mr. Krabby.
Yeah, Mr. Krabby.
Krabs.
That's going to be
Mr. Krabs.
Monty. Monty's going to be Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, obsessed with money.
Mm-hmm.
Selfish.
A bitch.
Just hoarding cash. Yeah.
No, she's so generous. She's been good to us this year.
Oh, don't give her the credit.
I'm sorry.
She's already infuriatingly cool. She's gay. She lives in Manhattan.
She works in the arts.
She's got a gay
pastor
priest girlfriend.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's a fabulous life right there.
It's like characters out of a David Franzen novel. It's absolutely.
I don't know who that is. And
You know who David Franzen is, The Corrections.
Nope.
Okay.
Nothing.
I'm sure you would.
If I read.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm really excited to go snorkeling because we did that on our honeymoon and I had no idea the deep appreciation that I have for underwater life. Even though the ocean terrifies me, when I'm able to see things down there, I'm not as scared.
I'm like somebody who will like swim out and then I'll be like, ooh, it's like I've been out here a little too long. I'm a little scared of like a shark or something like that. And we probably spent 2 hours just swimming slowly up this coastline. We probably swam like a mile.
Yeah, I remember.
And Rosebud would stop and she'd be like, Andy!
I'd pop up out of the water with my fucking goggles on. And
I felt like a big brother. Like I was like, oh, my kid brother just found another starfish. Better go over there and encourage him.
Wait, do the impression of me?
Hey, Andy! You gotta come over here.
Is that how I talked?
No. You're like, hey, Andy.
There's coral!
Yeah.
Andy, I found some coral!
You are very cute when you get excited about something because you get excited in a kid-like way.
I get obsessed.
Yeah.
I'm like, once I'm into something, you're not going to get me to stop doing it for like 3 hours at least.
What time is it? We got to be cognizant of the clock.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We have some, you guys, I made an announcement yesterday on my Instagram and on the pod Instagram. And I let you guys know that we have a voicemail now that you can call. All right? It's not a voicemail that you can write letters to. It's not a voicemail that you can email. It's a voicemail that you call with your phone.
And you leave a voicemail.
Some of you might be too young to know what that is.
Yeah.
But when we were growing up, and you wanted to like call a crush or a friend, you'd have to call their home.
Somebody texted us.
You'd have to say, no, that was from me. You'd have to say, hi, this is Rosebud.
Yeah, there wasn't even caller ID when we first started
Is
using
Sarah
phones.
there?
Yeah.
And you'd have to talk to their parents, which was demoralizing.
Yeah. There used to be a time where you'd call at like 11 p.m. and a dad would answer the phone furious, and you'd be like, "Oh, hi.
So angry.
Is Amber home?" And he'd be like,
Terrifying.
"Do you know what goddamn time it is?" And you'd be like, "I'm sorry, I had no idea. I actually live in
Sorry,
a world without clocks."
I didn't know that your family was full of dorks that went to bed so early.
"Oh, I'm sorry. Is this a monastery?"
Anyway, so we got a voicemail, and if you want to, you can call us at 862-660-2334, or we can sing it. Do you want to go ahead?
862-660-2334.
And you can leave us a message. So we got a couple messages, and I wanted to play these for you guys today. So here's the first one. All right?
These are new ones, right?
These are new.
Okay.
Shout out Rosebud, November 7th at the Wang Fox Theater in Boston with Burt Kreischer. I saw that show, and I don't have anything to ask, but I do want to say that I got laid after the show. Thanks to you guys.
Nice.
Sick.
Great night, 10 out of 10. If you're in Boston again, I'll shout out you to any of my friends. And fuck the haters, the hecklers, fuck them.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Fuck the haters. Fuck the hecklers.
Fuck the
'em.
haters. Fuck the hecklers.
Somebody
fuck
saw
'em.
my
Your clip.
my rage video.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
I put out a video this week of a heckler that who I did threaten to peg at the Fat Black, and
You said you were going to make his girlfriend come.
yeah, I did.
That was pretty cute.
I've here's the thing. When I started in comedy, people were like, "Don't threaten the audience. If there's a heckler, make sure the audience is always on your side." And I skipped that advice. I just said, "Nope, I'm going to go directly to physical threats."
Yeah.
And
It worked for you.
here's the thing: when you're 5'3" and nobody considers you a threat, they think it's hilarious, even if you mean it with your whole heart, which I did.
Yeah, you did.
People just go, "That's so funny and cute." Look at this just absolutely helpless person. Just a hamster on a wheel.
I did also want to say I remember that I got an update. Remember last week when I was singing On My Own?
No.
I was like, On My Own. It's actually Patti LaBelle and Michael McDonald. I said it was Anita Baker and Kenny Loggins.
Who cares, Andy?
I just thought I should correct myself. I was
Anyway.
corrected.
Congratulations to our caller for getting laid after the show.
Get it in, dude.
Get it in, bro. I love Burt Kreischer's audience.
They're very jovial
They're
people.
such jovial people.
Yeah.
They really are they're trying to have a great time.
That's his whole MO.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a shirt on. Doesn't matter the weather. He's going to do an activity.
Those are the only comedy shows that people literally tailgate for.
Yeah. It's a great time. I mean,
It is.
it makes me wish that I could drink beer, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it makes me wish that at least like I had the enjoyment for beer. Like beer always to me was just like a pointless beverage. I mean, it just takes so long to get hammered. Anyway, okay, here's the next one. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Hi, Rosie and Andy. It's Meg the Nurse.
What?
Oh, my
I
God.
wanted to say, I just saw your snap, or sorry, Instagram
It's fine.
story. And
She's a
this
mother
is a
and
late
everything.
voicemail, but I wanted to say that I love you guys,
Aw.
and you guys are doing a great job. And Rosie, I hope to see you in Orlando when eventually, hopefully this year.
Yes.
But also, I have a bad advice for you.
Ooh.
Okay.
This is exciting.
I forgot to mention it. So my daughter, my little baby,
Uh-huh.
you guys met. We are not baptizing her. Me and my husband were raised Catholic.
No.
So we are decided we're not going to baptize, but we haven't
Okay.
told our parents yet.
Okay.
So we were wondering
Blasphemy.
what bad advice you can offer so we can slowly tell them how we're not baptizing her.
I have an
Can't
idea.
wait to hear you guys on the pod and love you all so much.
I have an
Have a great
idea.
one. Bye.
Well, there she is. There's the voice of
The
Meg the Nurse, everybody.
Celebrity fan.
Celebrity fan, Meg the nurse.
The biggest FYB stan there is.
One
Meg
of,
the nurse.
one of.
She's so great.
Yeah.
Always sweet.
So sweet. I did not know she's a friend of the devil.
Yeah, that's too bad. Here's what I think. You're talking about breaking the news to your parents and in-laws about this blasphemous child, this child without God.
Yeah.
And I think this is a reach, but here's what I say. You bring her over in some kind of full religious garb, and I don't mean Christian, like saffron robes, okay? Could be
Hare Krishna.
yeah, whatever, anything like that. You pick the religion.
What's the witch religion?
Wiccan.
Dress her like a Wiccan.
A druid, a pagan, a Janist, whatever,
Yeah, somebody out of Midsummer.
Yeah, and then you go, well, we've actually decided to allow her to be and then insert this religion. And you go through all the outrage and you deal with all that blowback. And then you go, you know what? We're kidding.
We're just going to let her choose.
She's not going to be anything. And they're just going to be so relieved that the baby is not a Hare Krishna that they'll forget about this whole baptize.
Actually, I think if you got to go extreme with the religion. You got to say you're going to raise her Wiccan,
Yeah.
Because if you say you're going to raise her Wiccan, that's going to freak out the Catholics like nothing else.
Yeah.
And I think if you take it to that extreme, put some eyeliner on the baby. Some dark eyeliner.
We're raising the baby. Our white child is a black Israelite. She's going to be pure Hotep.
And and then when you say, all right, listen, we'll meet you halfway. We'll compromise.
No Wiccan, no baptize.
There you go.
No woman, no cry.
I can't.
I
don't
God.
know
I just got
how
off
to
work.
go forward
Give me
in this
a
life.
freaking break.
It's upsetting.
All I've had is coffee, and that's it. I've just lived on coffee
Just fed
today.
yourself a steady diet
I'm
of
tweaking.
coffee and
I've been on the
pats on the
turnpike
back.
a lot today. I'm fried.
good for you, babe.
Yeah.
You're a hero.
I know. I'm a healthcare hero. Because I washed my hands.
Right.
Isn't that what it is? You hold doors open, you wash your hands, you're a healthcare hero.
Yeah, you throw kale at people's door.
Been doing that for years. I see somebody and I'm like, they're unhealthy. Go to Whole Foods, get a bunch of kale,
Smack
roll it
'em
up
with
into
it.
a ball, wait till they leave their house just like a snowball, hit them with it. And I go, there's more of that.
You've been kaled.
You've been kaled. Kale fire. Reap what you sow, farmer.
Okay, we got one more voicemail.
I think that's from me.
No, it's not.
It says, hey, it's Andy, right?
It's not from you.
It's probably from me.
Nope.
Okay.
It is not from you. Okay, here we go. Fuck.
Hello, Rosebud, and Rosebud's husband.
Jesus Christ.
Long-time caller. So I'm
Got
a
you.
teacher, and today another teacher in my history department berated me in front of my students.
What?
She's normally a person who gives zero fucks, which I respect the hell out of, but I'm a person who gives 101 fucks.
Uh-huh.
So
That's almost...
I'm calling for advice on how do I calm myself down like an actual adult when put in this situation. Thank you.
Okay, here's what you got to do. As an adult, you got to outwit this woman. Okay, so if she gives no fucks, you're going to have to take all the fucks you give and shove them way down, way deep down inside of you,
Healthy.
all the way down
Yeah.
into your colon
Yeah, shove them up there.
or any other place in your body that's generally healthy that could take a little wear and tear.
Yeah.
And you're just going to swallow it. You're going to swallow it. And here's what next time you see her, you're going to give no fucks.
Yeah, I was going
You're
to
going to train yourself to give no fucks.
I was going to say, you make eye contact with her, squat, piss on her floor. That's what
Don't
I do.
blink.
That's what I
Don't
do.
you dare blink.
When Rosebud wrongs me, Sometimes I'll run in the bedroom naked. I'll squat and I'll let out a single turd and I'll look her right in the eyes and then I'll hiss and I'll run away.
And I'll tell you what, no matter what I'm upset about, I'm not going to talk to him about it that day.
No, you're not.
No, I'm going to.
I'm up a tree.
There's
You don't
no-
even know where I am.
Yeah, he's just a pair of eyes in a tree.
Yeah.
And it puts me on guard. It does. You better believe I'm going to think twice before I bring something up.
I think you should bring that kind of energy to the teacher's lounge.
Yeah, you walk in that teacher's lounge, squat, piss,
Yeah.
don't blink,
No blinking. Eye contact.
hiss, run out of there,
Climb a tree.
climb a tree,
That's honestly that I should teach that as like business management.
eat a
kind of-
bird while you're up there,
Ooh.
catch one out of the sky with your bare hand,
Yeah.
take a bite out of its torso.
Yes.
There you go.
Pitch it at her,
Yeah, pitch it at her
but like an airplane. So the wings are spread and it glides right towards her.
through the classroom window.
Perfect.
And when the kids are all running to the window to look outside to see who did it, hiss.
Hiss.
Hiss at them.
And they'll be like,
Well, I'm never going to
I'm not gonna fuck with her.
act out in her history class.
not at all.
So
I think that's some of the best advice we've ever given.
I'm pretty sure we should be honorary
Nobel Peace
RNs.
Prize one. Okay, that too.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a nurse.
I've been
Is
trying
that
not
just
to.
a sigh because you feel so good helping people?
No, I've been trying not to fart this whole time because I have the kind of gas right now where
Okay, here it comes.
It would be a chemical peel. So I don't want to do that. So
Thank
sometimes
you.
I'm having to kind of swallow a little bit of abdominal pain.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Ate too many protein bars this week.
Gross.
Mm-hmm.
I'm grossed out.
I know.
All right, you guys, this is a short episode, and we apologize for that. But we're going to Mexico, and honestly, you can't come.
Vaya con Dios.
So
I'm going to plug some stuff.
Go
Because
ahead.
I have stuff to plug.
plug your shit.
If you are in
You already
the-
are plugged up, if you know what I'm saying.
It's true. I got to take some colon broom. If you are in the Calgary, Alberta area, I will be there the last weekend of February. And then the first weekend of March, I will be at Wise Guys Jordan Landing in Salt Lake City. And I'll be skiing a bunch around there. Be up in Banff, Lake Louise, Snowbird, Alta. Rosebud's going to be here in the city crying probably, having to pick up
wish.
poop. And then I'm going to be at the Comedy Fort March 16th in Fort Collins, Colorado, and in Helena and Bozeman. I don't know the name of the venues yet. That same weekend, I think it's the 19th and 20th, and there's got some more dates in the calendar, but those are the ones coming up. Please buy tickets for those. They're all available on my website, which is just, my link tree. And you can find that on my Instagram page.
Can you please not take colon broom before we fly?
Yeah.
Thank you.
But Colin Brim, feel free to sponsor us. Totally, you can.
Okay. You guys, check my website, rosebudbaker.com. Watch my special if you haven't. Get my album. All that shit. We love you. Wash your hands.
Don't lick your
lover's
eyeball.
eyeballs. And don't spit in their mouths unless it's a committed, monogamous relationship. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.